Today, it's the National Football League. It's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Washington football team taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They come in really scuffling, losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make themselves better.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Off the play fake. Middleton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete.
That's good.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
First and 10.
How about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Middleton. They will find Davis. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 72 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want...
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw on 2nd down. Middleton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense, and 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 78 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Looking to throw on second down. Watts looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Manning. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
31. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dallas.
On 1st and 10, Watts. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 3rd down, Watts. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Again, the ball carrier.
The good run on first down.
Stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Another carry for the running back. taken down.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Cowboys nothing.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him right now.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Looking to throw. Watts. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number 1, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 39.
Middleton's pass intercepted by the Cowboys.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Off the bootleg. Watts. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 31.
A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket. towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 20.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
At the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw on second down, Middleton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Value incomplete. Brings up third down and 4.
Back to throw, Middleton. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Middleton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Middleton.
That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down now, it's Zimmerman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Throwing on first down, Watts buying time to his left. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
First down, Watts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Watts forced out to... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
At the 24-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, Middleton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Middleton. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Middleton. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Middleton. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Intercepted. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watts looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Manning. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Watts. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
It's a pickup.
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy holidays to you all at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. The Eagles trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots. They are out in front in that one. The Patriots locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium. See what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
From the gun, Watts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Watts eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 17-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. Zone now. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. Watts, his pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own
first possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3. And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This one caught by Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Middleton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the 2nd half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield and finding the end zone 3 times, that'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that one pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Watts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Looking to throw. Watts flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Middleton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Middleton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same grease board.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The quarterback sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Operating from the gun. Middleton uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
By the Cowboys. They'll take over.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Middleton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st down, Watts. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On 1st and 10, Watts got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Middleton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's
a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Washington on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, Middleton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watts over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, McDowell, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Looking to throw. Watts steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Dallas.
The 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw on 2nd down. Watts. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
Watts pass.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Big gain on the play. But it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.